expectations coming into this except that I wanted to have a tour of Aruba on the other side of the island that was hard to get to by transitional transportation. I was wary about ATV/UTVs and its dangers, but it ended being super fun. My husband drove the first half, and after convincing me it was just driving a super powerful golf cart, he convinced me to drive the 40 minutes Mario Kart-like drive from the gold mine to California Lighthouse. I am now a UTV convert. I will do this on every vacation that offers UTVs. It was so fun gassing toward big boulders, rounding curves, and going all the rough terrain. We felt safe and protected at all times. Richard, our tour guide, was a great guide and offered history lessons on all the stops. It was cool to see the historical locations and understand the Dutch influences on the island. The locations they took us to were definitely crowd favorites, but I felt the times we arrived with other groups were well staggered, so it never felt too crowded. We always got the pictures we wanted to take. For future bookers, you must have a bandana. This is 10000X must because you will be blinded by the dust. It is not an if, but an absolutely. Also, we get a short chance to go to the beach. I noticed some guests did not have swimwear, so they were not able to get into the waters at Boca Catalina. What I would suggest for the tour company/we tour is to clarify the pickup locations more clearly. Apparently, the I Love Aruba sign is no longer at the cruise terminal. We were running with our heads cut off up and down the street to figure out where to get picked up instead due to the misprint on We Tour. Also, the other guests in this group also mentioned that We Tour misprinted pickup locations for them as well. I think it's best to get a hold of the tour company for the locations. Otherwise, this was a wonderful tour. When we come back, we would absolutely do this again. Very enjoyable day. Especially after a rainy couple of days which made off-roading extra muddy. Our guides Danny and Angelo were knowledgeable, friendly, helpful and great sense of humor and encouraged us to get a little muddy. Bring a swimsuit to enjoy some time swimming and clothes you don't care about if it's muddy for you too. Awesome way to spend time seeing Aruba. We bought the excursion from the guys at our all-inclusive resort and it was cheaper to buy direct from them than your travel agent. No pressure from the guys at the beach to take the excursion or buy from them. Remember around Aruba Tours. You will not be disappointed. You drive yourself. So much fun. This experience is amazing. Be sure to be at your designated pickup area on time so you aren't left. The UTVs are very sturdy and perfect for a bumpy ride. I highly recommend you bring full face bandanas and sunglasses that cover your full eyes to avoid sand and the wind getting in your face and eyes. The instructors are amazing and very informative. The only downside to the experience was the swimming cave wasn't open due to renovations. It's currently May 2026, so hopefully it will be open by the time you come. We had a very enjoyable time on the UTV adventure. Andrew was spectacular. My wife was a little bit skittish, but the adventure kept her in check. Saw quite a bit of the north shore of the island which is so beautiful along with some ruins. Unfortunately, the cliff diving was closed as I would have. There was a beautiful swimming alcove and once again Andrew was top-notch. Thank you so much for a great adventure.